I saw that cheeky Vayne hover, and I do wonder if that was a Dokla shout-out, because he also played Vayne top yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, Busio does always over the Vayne, though, so unless that bromance has lasted, across oceans.
Absolutely. But yeah, the Alistair pick, I think, can provide both good peel and a follow-up engage.
Delay that 6 from Elyoya does help out, but action mid.
Elyoya is going to face check this, though, so Jojo has a helping hand. Junglers fight it out while Busio hovers off on the side. Yeah, who again getting chunked a little bit, but it's reciprocated as Elyoya has to run back this minute. The flash, Busio! Yeah, they imported him for a reason.
The pressure that Busio has created to set up for Dragon, get the early scuttle, and put MKOI on the backseat a little bit here.
And put Yike up ahead. I mean, important when you guys are talking about the work he has to do, both in top and mid and pretty much every lane because of the draft. Yike getting ahead means he can get the rest of KC ahead and get the ball rolling. 1,000 gold lead.
His jungler. Of course, he does have an item advantage, so you'd think naturally that he'd be able to win out. But again, those long cooldowns in those early levels, with just a pickaxe in the extended fight, I imagine with a barrier as well, Kana would still win out on the fight.
So I think Elyoya was just spotted on that ward in Tribrush just before it timed out. So information there for KC as to where Elyoya is. So you can look at where Yike immediately kind of looking for the invade, I believe just for vision, but may try and look for something on this top side. Maybe more.
Grand Sub, what we talked about, all in. Jojo finds an engage there. Alvaro to receive as well. The damage is going to be interrupted, but here's Elyoya saving the day as Yike now has to back away, but 3 members there with Cataclysm down. Elyoya's right where he wants him as Yike flushes away. Busio here a little bit later, but MKOI initiate the play.
KC get away from the play, though, crucially. Again, focus on this mid lane is what we talked about. The Jarvan, the Azir, so good at punishing this Orianna if she has no flash. 2 for 2, though. KC have managed to hold on to that summoner spell for Yahoo, and he manages to stay alive.
How did he hold on to his flash with the Nazir ulti?
Busio saying, I'm on my way. And speaking of Busio...
Quickness, shockwave, and there we go, the re-engage. Knockout beautiful, though. Elyoya may have saved the play, but no, he's bursted down. Jojo first. Alvaro coming up next. Comet spear downtown, and Yike with 3 on the board.
Like Worlds. It was Busio that had a lot of the talking points. Everyone's shocked to see that he left FlyQuest to come across. But he is absolutely...
The control ward is going to give information over to KC. It's a 2v2, but Busio's got the angle again. Blue going to be interrupted. Elyoya getting stunned, but it's a collapse. MKOI might find an angle. Cataclysm good. Double knock-up. Jojo from a side as well. Yike has gone too deep, put the shield up, but Jojo sends him into the waiting arm. A shutdown. A kill for MKOI. The crowd's starting to warm up in an already hot arena as Kalisz looks for a little bit more. MKOI now in 2 vs 3. The flash away. Super has to get out of there. Kalisz is hitting bars, though, and the spell shield up. Super survives.
Maybe the Dragon trade. I think MKOI, the fact that you managed to survive that top lane play is great, because Mirwin mostly got to clear the wave. Now you're getting the first turret for Jojo, which is massive, because as Vedi was kind of alluding to there, like, this is a...
Not cancelled in time.
That's enough, though, for them to get this bottom lane turret. Counterplay, though, looking at mid lane here for MKOI.
Maybe Alvaro with the angle has the quickness up and available and a flash. No summoners really burned in the past 5 minutes, so here we go. Teleporting response. KC are going to be there, but quickness first onto Yike. Jojo's going to auto away. Meanwhile, Busio is by himself. He pulls the Unbreakable Will, and he is surviving. Yes, that is a balanced ultimate, but look at Super. Maybe even better. MKOI collapse and erupt. Change corruption from Kana, though, as he kites it on back, but again, they're immobile. So easy to chase down as Kana misses again. Kalisz, true shot barrage. It's flashed, and MKOI are looking flashy with that play.
MKOI knew that KC committed one too many resources. The moment that Yahoo uses that shockwave, that is the go button. Jojo goes back to base, he TPs back into the fight, and then they put their composition into action. They test KC in the 5 vs 5.
And for KC, truly out the window. Alvaro engage, Yike is there to help. And quickly, Busio just uses the summoner to refresh.
I mean, if you're
picks, that becomes easier than a Dragon in 3 minutes and a potential Baron Force. Yike.
Cataclysm down onto Yike, looking for the red buff steal, the knockup there. Alvaro finding the follow-up, even with the quickness zone and one-man shockwave. Hang on a minute, KC might have an angle, but public execution in the back. Mirwin is keeping 2 people busy, while the rest of MKOI are looking for their escape. A stun up, though, quickly from Yike as Mirwin keeps him at bay. Yes, that's great, but MKOI now need to get on out. It's the wall out. Jojo had to pop his ulti onto Busio. It's Kalisz down for the chase up. Jojo needs to run away. Shifting sands up on when. Arcane shift forward. Kalisz not landing any more Mystic shots as Elyoya gets out as well, but KC is still chasing. Kana now behind as well. Everything up and available. This is KC's moment here in Barcelona. And with Alvaro going down as well, you make that 2. Kalisz at range. Starting an angle, though, or finding that angle, rather, for Busio. Not a problem. With the confidence a lot of people have in him, as Meerwin gets top turret, going down because Baron, not so much.
They're keeping them in the area. Jojo keeping his interest.
Meerwin flashes away, hang on. Kali's still going to follow it up. Booster sets up that engage, now looks towards the Baron. 4K, MKOI have to get it and get on out real quick. Smart's going to come down, so yes, it's going to go down, but Khalid is taking on Meerwin. The arcade shift in his face. Khalid does it again. Every damn time this kid decides to play Ezreal, he hops on the spot and ints it down. Chains corruption dodge away from MKOI, and yeah, okay, they got Kalis and they got the Baron. They're looking for more. They want to eat their cake as well as Booster gets knocked in the air. Auto attack from Super, a flag and drag, and KC, any chance in this game in the Spanish crowd is thrown down on the ground.
KC are grumbling. Koi make the Baron call, and they crush the fight. They crush KC. And that may have just sealed the deal for game number 1.
I mean, fantastic decision by Koi, knowing that Jarvan and Sivir as a duo can melt through that Baron. Like the timing on the Grand Starfall as well, it just wasn't off cooldown. There was no way.
This 1-3-1, and MKOI know it. They're happy to just continue to push.
Chains corruption, they found a pick. Booster's going to fall off on this. Grand Starfall comes in and the stun up. No movement allowed for Meerwin. An opportunity for KC to slow the game down and at least stop the onslaught. Exactly what their comp was drafted for. 40 seconds till the next dragon. Crowd noise is cool when there is a crowd, and you're going to hear them again as a stunned up Kana kept in place, but it's Tavares who lost his flash before. Punish indeed. Booster with the re-engage. Jike coming in. He's got a GA, but the shockwave finds 3. A moment there, but is it too late with Kana down on the ground? Elio's got a GA as well. He can jump on in. Takes Booster down with him as well. After the GA, Yike is kept in place, and Elioya will survive. That's the difference between jungle.
8K gold, the leads. They wanted to deliver for their fans today.
Almost towards the 7th item with the Doran's Blade holding the slot. Arcane shift forward. Kalis, public execution miss, but Kalis, as he flashes away, did it again. Stop pressing E. I think we need to take it off the button here for MKOI. 3, gonna turn into 4, gonna turn into all 5. The 80 carry from France is getting a taste of the medicine from Super.
Yahoo Shockwave couldn't find the stall, and MKOI run over KC. It looked like a dire early game, but Movistar Koi come back in game number 1.
One step away from moving towards the finals and getting their revenge against G2. MKOI are feeling it, and their comp was superb. Before, this fits into the comp nicely. We've been talking about it for the whole draft. There is an easy way to start fights. Zahen gets locked in as the last champion. Now, Meerwin's going to be running that in the top lane here, as Aurora, of course, going to Jojo. So, Kalist spotted out everything he needs to know. Now they know his top side is between worlds. Jojo all in, but yeah, who doesn't do anything? Up and now out of pots. KC, they control the bot lane, goes forward, and the control of this early game once again is on KC's back.
To build these leads is a surprise to say the least, as Yahoo has the ult available. They're threatening a dive.
With the Cyclone at the helm as well. Alvaro is one-shot. Super's not far off it as well. They're level 5 each. Not even in the Cyclone. Polymorph comes through, but caught against the turret. A double over to Yahoo, and the Korean mid laner is going to press her buttons again. So many different layers. The Seraphine champion integrate into the competition as Super's running forward now, has level 6 Arlight to ruin forward. It's going to be stunned up. Bucio does good damage though. Polymorph back against the turret. Super has to flush away from Bucio. Matches it, sings a song, and it's a lullaby. 1 for 1 and support's the only thing standing with Bucio. Wait, he's already picked up a double. This split alone, the import coming over from the States is going to get another one. Bucio above it all.
Yesterday it was double bubbles. Today it's double kills for the KC support. But
Meerwin goes back towards the wrong way. Kana has this in the bag as well. All Meerwin needs is the passive. Looking for the 3rd hit, knocks in the air. Meerwin has a GA now in his kit as he runs on down. And Yike's going to try and time this out. And time he does indeed have. A bonk, a hit, and KC.
Both junglers here, and now it's the Aurora moving.
Jojo's also walking down Dagger. Good point there. Elio jumps on in. Wildgrow's fantastic. Encore even better though. The Cyclone even mid. Polymorph doesn't matter. Yike pulled it out first, so it gets on off. Alvaro's running away because he knows the play is dead. And Yike sets up for two more.
What we saw in the previous game was KC made a mistake, Koi punished, and they came back into the game. And I'm not going to say that that possibility isn't real. Map is being run by KC. They've bounced back beautifully here in game 2, looking to bring us an entertaining series. But we'll see if they can close it.
MKOI now trying to contest, but Bucio's in a great position.
All right, the setup there. Elio gets a flash out of Yehu immediately, looking for the 3 talent strike, finds it. Yike still gets the Herald though. The Smite King does it once more. Elio pops out the Crescent Guardian, now goes on to Kaliss, but way too deep. Kaliss kites it back to Between Worlds, does nothing, and Yehu jumps back in. Decimating smash, while Yehu is machine gun Kelly. Unleashes hell, and the
own jungle by 2 members of KC. This feels like KC's game.
One turret up in the top side, getting MKOI's first turret of this game. Outside of the kill, this is a flawless game so far. Overall, early, you know. Carter's probably chill. I mean, 770 stacks of the W passive is who gets his top lane turret.
Yeah, I thought the boss wasn't here anymore.
No, completely different. The adaptation under pressure has been brilliant from KC. As this mid turret's going to fall, Inner's going to go down. Look at Yehu pressure in the bot lane at the same time. This charge won't be the last. It's decimating smash after the onslaught. The Battle Herald not needed. It gets a charge on the inhibitor turret instead. And meanwhile, MKOI trying to walk towards Kana as Dragon slowly getting whittled down. But patience is the game of KC here. As Kaliss starts ordering it at 3K, needs to be stolen. Elio needs it big, but he won't find it. Sands up, Cyclone in the way, and Mirwin won't even get the play. A double down, and KC can just start the Dragon again.
MKOI knew they needed a miracle, but KC would not let them have this. KC find the fight, and they might look for more.
Look at the angle from Kana. He's got an angle of a dream. Alvaro dead in one shot. Elio over for the steal, but Yike owns the League of Smite. You can't take that away from him.
KC play the Dragon so clean. They don't give Koi the opportunity to steal it away. They commit to the team fight. They obliterate Jojo. Mirwin gets a very nice 5-man ulti off, but unfortunately they're so far behind in gold that it doesn't.
I think we're getting some of the results here in this game as KC started using the Baron to crumble
mid-laner,
what's
right?
left.
First tier mid laner.
There we go. Thank you very much for the correction as Kana runs into Jojo. Now, you can't follow that one. The rabbit is out for now, but the rest of KC out on the way.
I mean, they quite don't have the wave clear. They don't have the gold. We're not even 25 minutes in, and KC are dominating here in game 2. Another tower is soon to fall, as that inhibitor is going to fall with it.
Realm Warp in, bringing only one, but it's to the bot lane to break down another structure with the rest of this Baron. A man in the crowd dressed as a banana, giving energy to Yike's a monkey here in the second game. Because with one engage, you can end it all. MKOI struggling to defend. Their wave clear not there with a deflated 80 carry. This inhibitor soon to fall. Top's already gone. Mid's gone. Next wave in. Baron has 55 seconds. The final push. And MKOI get Arrow to start it off. Kana melee ulti's in. KC are getting no noise from the audience. But as Kaliss said yesterday, he thrives on this. Hate him if you will. He'll take it in and blow you to pieces.
KC, long-range poke composition, has a miserable time. I'd actually like the Sejuani now, because you're not like... This Kiana is going to struggle to get into positions if you hold vision. You've got really good engage between both the Sejuani and the Rel. Especially Sejuani's been non-committal on the worst side of the trade, but Yike going for traditional.
Coming in, Scout of the Week's perfect as well. Yike's going to Arctic Assault in, waiting for the Winter's Flail, and it lands. Permafrost auto. Well done, KC.
Great gank behind, but Yike in mid again.
Oh, Jojo's confident in his junglers here. He thinks he can walk up Arctic Assault, but he's got no flash again. Permafrost lays him down, scatters the weak, and Jojo is
now gone back for the no magic mantle. This man is going to be bullied. Oh, I was going to say a lot as Kaliss nearly gets caught.
Shield going to be shattered though. Buto gets good engage, but there's backup here. Elio on the way, even on a wall. But Yike again, always here when he needs to be. 3 vs 3 in the bottom lane, interrupted by a weird pig. Setting up for Busio, double shattering strike. Dreadline though hits in on a minion, and Yike has taken no damage. Permafrost again, flush away from Alvaro, but the Winter's Flail, it turns into a flash, almost a double. Yike on the board. Now the damage is up.
Trade, because you can see that, look where Elyoya is, but
Oh,
once
no
again,
slice
Yike
and dice,
has beat him to the punch.
No
Yike
slice.
is here.
No
Here
slice and
comes
dice.
Jojo.
Yike's going to walk on up level 6. He's got himself a nice glacial prison. Meowin is getting knowing Helvin going into Permafrost again. Yike used the ulti in reverse onto Jojo. Now Casey have to get on out. Yike's going to go down while Kana walks it out. Flushes away from the ulti. Supreme Display of Talent doesn't mean anything, but Elyoya comes back, gets a shutdown on another well-timed game.
Koi finally gets on the board. They commit 4 members to the top side of the rift, and they're looking for a play onto Kana.
Javischal has himself a nice little buff up here with the Earth Elemental. MKOI have 3 members. Kana against the wall. Turns into Hammer. He's trying to kite it out, but there's too much damage. Elyoya sets it up, but under turret it's a trade. Kana holds strong and takes one down too.
Kana gets one back.
That easily.
No, they're not. Jojo from over the wall. He has his flash available. No wall to lay down the path. Meowin's here to help out, but Dragon's already gone. Scatter the weak. Oh, the flash. Interrupt the deadly flourish as well.
But overall, bot side of the map pretty even. That jungle gap has closed, largely because Elyoya's been doing
Top dive. So a bit of gold really nicely done here from Elyoya, but Dreadline connecting is trouble. MKOI have found a play in the 2v2. Magnustorm comes out late, but a killer instinct. Super takes down one for the crowd. Now Busho's left isolated alone, and Yike will come to save the day, but as he flashes away, Super's going to match it. A double over. Now into Yike. He's going to stand here and start hitting the man-bear pig. And running away, Sejuani has help with Yahoo, and Yahoo coming in. He's got his ulti available, unleashing power, and Super's down. Alvaro flashes out. He knows the play is kaput while we look towards top lane, and Kana is down. MKOI's
Right. And Busio knows he's going down. It's just Yike seeing how much he can help out. But now we're back to live, and KC setting up for the Dragon. And Miran's
MKOI
here
the
to
one choosing his fight, so Dreadline pulls in Busio. He's caught out, he can't move, and he crashes down, but over the wall the damage is enough. Yahoo wasn't there to start controlling the zone.
He's seen himself, but it does mean that Jojo is able to walk away with that flash.
Big
but
trade.
it's MKOI. Again, Khalid's being in bad positions. Like, he should not have stepped up again for that auto attack. But now
Ulti.
Yike.
Oh, okay, Jojo only gets slowed on down. Permafrost's going to come through, though. They need the damage. Kana jumps in, but supreme display of interruption. Kana in trouble. Damage not enough. Elyoya, that was just sexy.
In the 2 versus 2.
The game is going to Jojo alone. And revitalized, to say the least. It feels like MKOI has become. Straight into Herald. Push through mid. Meowin using that same pressure top. Kana's going to be isolated in bot to get something in his own lane. But now MKOI have the tools to break open mid and keep this game moving.
Yike trying to hide, trying to get something back. Can he make it work with Yahoo? Because look at mid, like they're going to just immediately take mid lane.
Well, Meowin has dominance available. He can delay time. He's got flash as well. Yike's been here for a while now, and mid is still just exposed. They're going to make the play. Meowin goes into the dominance. He's looking to slice and dice, but he won't get out. So still a good play. Yahoo gets the gold, but KC
Back in the pockets of KC. For this Dragon, a minute and a half. This is going to be a pivotal moment for both sides. As we get closer to these 5v5s, is what will happen.
Breather, that's where MKOI can thrive, and that's why Elyoya is hiding in the wings. He's looking for Yahoo.
He can terror shape over the wall. He'll have the audacity for supreme display of talent. It doesn't do too much though. KC's still getting out, but Yike is caught on the wing. He flashes into Super, but Super's already out. Dreadline, flick black, and that's perfect. That's all MKOI needs. A good scatter of the week, yes. But yeah, those 4 kills are mitigated because Jojo keeps getting solo gold.
I mean, Koi,
Yoink.
they're just snowballing this game out of control. And I really love the way that they're doing it. Because again, when we talked about the matchup coming into this series, it really felt like consistency.
Oh, he's on a ward.
On a ward, the flick back. Jojo's trying to feint it. He gets the seismic shot back, and there's Elyoya waiting, delivered. Oh, it's dinner time for MKOI
Doing
again.
it from that deficit. Yike had a good start,
Yep.
but it's not saying, all right, you know what, we don't have these tools anymore. We
Initially, oh, Yike.
Dreadline again, Alvaro gets the edge of the wall, and look, Elyoya is there. Another supreme display. Yike caught out of position. Now Meowin is isolated, rather Jojo, excuse me, but inside big shove, and Yahoo can't get the kill. Dreadline only just missing his card, comes in, but it's too late. Busio sets it up, and the rest of KC.
Point in this best of 5.
Alvaro was a superhero in this play as well, because not only does he get the initial hook on towards Yike, it's the follow-up to
Game. Obviously not as dominant, but still dominant in its own way with a much harder composition, you'd have to argue. Scatter the week there, deadly flourish, okay, unleashing power. Blocking it is Alvaro though. Elioya last shot, going into who? Going into who for the curtain call? Into Alvaro. Elioya gets away. No harm, no foul here as stretch line again. Busio the flick back and Busio tries to come in, set up the engagement, but Alvaro just won't die. He just won't die. Again, closer pressing comes out, but MKOI will not die. Now Busio's by himself as Manwin comes on in. Yike as well. Busio sets up for the play, but supreme display. Zones everyone in super. Killer instinct into the back.
Going for a bit of the health off of that cosmic drive. The Blackfire Torch is more about that like burn on health. Like he doesn't have that burst, and I think that's really why KC do struggle when they find these picks. They just finish someone off, maybe push
in there, and that's a 1.5 item Renekton, who is level 15, sure, but where's the damage at?
Mewin making sure that they can't get close. The vision's out. I mean, just fantastic Baron. Textbook play, completely suffocate their vision, keep control over the waves, and the moment that KC are given a moment to breathe, they realize, oh, the Baron's already gone. Excellently done. Koi looking poised and primed to bring us to game 4 with them leading at match point.
Rushdown slice of dice away from, nicely done from Mir when chased up by Yike regardless. He goes into dominance, the rest of MKOI are on the way, but so are KC. This is where they want to stand. Shock blast combo, Mirwin though, still not dead. He gets ulted eventually, and finally a kill goes over, but KC are against the wall! 5 for Yike! He's going to pick up everyone! And when you talk about talent supremely displayed, you will from now on say the name Elioya.
Beautiful fight from MKOI as Elioya connects his ulti onto all 5 members. A fantastic performance from Koi, a fantastic display from Elioya as Koi look to lead the series going 2-1.
What a way to end it. Elioya showing why his Kiana should be feared. Busio will fall, but this stadium stands with MKOI.
After all, it is their flippin' house.
Malphite.
Okay.
So does that mean Poppy top or Malphite
I mean, it
top?
could be either.
Or Malphite jungle. I think this is Malphite jungle. I think Malphite in Tanar is horrible. So I think that they're going to avoid that and they're going to put it in the jungle. You can see the smile on Elioya's face. They want another way to start off a fight, and I can tell you right now.
And that's Elioya trying to find a window to get down to this bottom lane.
Level
Good
5.
ward though.
All in, potentially, walking into the lane, flash tangle barb, and as well pressing the Q, Killis gets autoed to death. Super did a fade away auto.
So it is something for KC, but the bottom lane already bleeding, a sizable CS lead. And now as well, that early kill. Midi just hit 6, there's no flash on Yahoo.
Here we go, rock solid. Yahoo puts down the Chaos Storm, but arcane or not, it doesn't matter. Waiting for the seismic shove to come through. Yahoo walking away with still an HP, but Jojo on the honey gets hit by Yike. Seismic shove, not enough. Yahoo auto, shield up, shield up. Yike keeps him out with a Vault Breaker and saves the life as the double goes over to Yike, and the plan backfired.
The Foxfire went into the minion rather than into Yahoo. Like a game of millimeters there for KC, but it does net 2
Going to be called out. Tangle Barbs connects, but remember, 5 seconds till this Drake. It is all about the bot side of the map right now as Jojo gets tagged out, gets the charm, but an unstoppable force in the way again. Yahoo, is he going to survive this time? Yike, no, Busio, sorry, came in, and he does. I can answer the question for you that Yahoo just refuses to die.
You just don't have enough damage in the combo. That's why you see damaged junglers with this Ahri. Busio with the shield. Kana forcing MKOI back
Jojo.
as Dragon taken by Yike.
Let's wait.
This one over. Casey saying, you know what, we don't really care about it right now. We care more about focusing on our farm.
KC are split. MKOI stand in the middle, and they can turn on either side with Elioya. So Kana trying to manage this bar.
But going into Mega, as you said, Dagger is big. Mirwin slow though. Cease and desist, he's popped backward. Set up as the Battle Herald instead. Mirwin gets over the wall. Yike is going to match it, keep his verdict interrupted. And Mirwin goes down. Big play from Yike. Meanwhile, on the top side of our screens, MKOI looking for the 5. The Chaos Storm already down. KC gets soul point and get away. They have erupted, and the flow of MKOI is trodden on as the Herald is going to get the charge towards mid. Yes, it will go down, but Soul Point is a powerful position.
Decisive.
Kind of being pressured off this bot side turret though, as Elyoya shows up with Jojo Pyun. So although you are getting some of these dragons, it's MKOI getting control of the map. It will be answered by Yahoo. The ability for MKOI to continue to push in all these these waves now with these 3 towers down makes things significantly easier for them.
Bit of gold.
It's also now difficult for MKOI. You have just under 3 minutes to actually go for this dragon fight.
Yep.
But you're hitting 2 items, which is basically the strongest case.
No, he's not punished. That mid tower finally going to go down, and all these 3 outer towers secured by KC, and you can see that standing gold. 1.7k the gold lead.
We know that bar's now down. Mewin's doing the vision work. Casey walking in at 3k, stopping the soul. Yike, no steal. It's secured by Elyoya. Yike gets the flush out of the back of the piece for MKOI. They have stopped this stacking at least for now. Looking for more though. Jojo gets greedy. Caught out by Yike. Pop blossom. Not bad from Alvaro, but as he goes golden, he's chunked in an instant. Elyoya ulted Kalis, but there's no damage. No follow-up. MKOI have super, yes, but Kana about to go mega again. Will take his 1 target, and the rest of KC will chase down this team. Out of the woodwork, it's a soul, as it's only Mewin left standing up here. Everyone else gets out. They denied, but can they stop this? 9k, it's going down fast.
There's no one from MKOI that can get here. Elyoya is being zoned by Busio. Kana has his ultimate, and just like that, KC, they lose Dragon, but the level 3 ultimate and was pushing in on sides. KC, it looked like that pick on Kana might have been enough to dissuade them.
MKOI just haven't been able to make any plays, and like as weird as it is to sound, like I do think this Ahri build has so much to do with it. Like they've had no real difficult for this Aphelios to deal with in the upcoming fight.
Jojo, angle. Oh, Jax found him. He's got a GA. He can dive in, no problem whatsoever. Jojo on this Ahri pick, we were criticizing it, but now in so much trouble. Kalis has a big one, lands it. Kana gets the auto, but Dragon's down. Okay, MKOI, the side play stops the soul, but now Casey want to finish the job and take us to silver. Scrapes. Yike on the back end. Super's doing damage, but the keeper's verdict stops the play.
Kalis was sent packing, but straight on towards Elyoya. So now it's KC. We're in an awkward spot. They don't have the numbers. And MKOI looking for the heist.
It's all about super. It's all about super. Going into Mega Gnar soon as Kana at half HP. He gets poked on out. Sterix Gage now down. Mega there, and he needs to get balled out. And Super into the wall, but Pop Blossom saves it over. Super still as he flashes away. He kites back. Yahoo can't finish the job. Walks in. Super. Damage there. Super gets the ulti, but it's not enough. KC ran them down, cornered them, squished them, and even though Alvaro found a beautiful ulti, KC just have more damage.
My goodness, what an awkward situation once again.
Super's got the perfect guns for it as well. He's going to send him into Crescendo.
TP for Jojo in front of Kana.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going to get autoed down, so Jojo in a bad spot. He's going to Spirit Rush at the start of the fight. Keeper's verdict gets silenced. So Mewin just stands there. Baron is going down. Super does damage. But yo, he's the king of smite. We've told you time and time again. He ball breakers out. Pop Blossom's a 4-man though. Wait. Kana. Oh, he saves the play. Yike goes back in. Super's been hit. Yike is trying to get down this 80 carry, but he can't until Jojo fixes the kill. Now Kana just autos through. And KC somehow find a way, but that's what happens when you have Yike on your damn team.
That is some damn League of Legends right there.
Holy.
The fight looked so close. It could have gone either way, but it is KC that comes out triumphant. 4 members fall on the side of KOI. 33 minutes in with the Baron secured as well. KC, for the 3rd time in this rivalry, will bring us to a game 5.
KC manage it. Yike with his dying breath takes down Super, but with that breath, he will roar silver scrapes as KC look to take the Nexus.
The Nexus now bear KC on it. We are going to silver scrapes. Winter may be in the finals, but KC want to relive it right here.
Jungle Akali, you can't jungle Galio.
But now, honestly, I think that...
Oh, game 5 Kha'Zix from Yike. Okay,
this was his pick. This was the pick that Yike, years ago, before he got to the LEC, made his name on. To do here, because it feels make or break. If you don't get Assassin's head.
Do you see those pings on the Raptors?
True.
That is what he's looking for right now. Level 6 very close for Yehu. Not going to quite get it off that wave.
Philipali's nice super though in
That's
trouble as
spears.
well. The flash forward, Khalid sets it up and they spike it down. Khalid with first blood.
We've criticized Khalid's performance in this series and we wanted to see him step up and he does just that. 2v2 kill in the bottom lane. Now the fight over Raptors.
Well, it's going to be a little bit hard coming in. The smite is good. Shield of Duran, the leap on as well. Tasting their fear is Yike, and Elyoya is isolated. Flush over the wall. It's Matt. Yike looks another target. And
Twice, and it was Koi that took that game 5 both times. It went all the way to the 5-game series.
For them. And Yike finds Elyoya.
Yike as well. He's evolved at this point. Elyoya not getting the red. No, indeed he wasn't. He's isolated once more. Set up. Yeah, he gets the ulti. Elyoya maybe La Cabra, but he's learned nothing now. Yike gets the kill. Gets away with it. No flash on. But KC still get everything. 2,000
people back, getting this control for KC. And this is what you need as KC. A double assassin comp needs very much to be in the lead.
I mean, look at the Rift right now. Winning top, winning mid, winning bot. Everything for KC is winning. Kana, though, taking an unfavorable trade. Does have the lifesteal.
Double Negatron cloak, by the way, starting from Mirwin as you'd expect.
That's what I mean. It starts to get a little bit harder as the... Oh, hang on a minute.
Do you think this is a dive? Hostile takeover comes in. Busio gets both, and Super just gets rendered. Next up, Alvaro, breath of life, but where are you gonna breathe when Kalis sits on you?
The tower reset from the ulti, just beautifully done.
Okana, though.
It's bleeding, and it's public execution rather perfect. No! Let me correct myself.
2 in the finals.
And it's why KC made these changes, why KC brought in Busio, why they need him now to play around this mid lane. Was to find the success. Gated from this top lane. Mirwin tried to reset, but there's nowhere to go. KC are here.
Take away the plate and then take away Mirwin's life. He said, not in my house, but I fear that KC have a key. Mirwin down again, Kana on 3, and Herald for free.
There is no
Yehu is feeling himself right now. And Koi, like, their options are rapidly running out.
Super goes over the wall, Justice Punch. Cullen going to run into Yehu. He's running for the minion wave, but he's going to take the full brunt of it as well. Still Galliard saves. Under the turret, Winter Wall almost punches Super in the tooth.
Alvaro's ult is the only thing that saves Super there. Both the taunt and giving them a heal. But KC, they're still doing the things they want to. Rift Herald now picked up.
Get something back. Yike going to secure the 3rd dragon of the game, 16 minutes in.
Elyoya, good damage, but can't really find any contribution outside of that. Jojo's here, and we're looking towards top because that's the defense here from Yehu. But meanwhile, KC willing to step up here. Good handshake, but just trying to get some of the plating down. They'll do that successfully, but Herald now spawn. This is going to open up the mid lane at the very least, maybe a little bit more. As open up mid, yes, gold lead, oh no. If you're an MKOI fan, 6.6k now as Super just got chucked. Invisible, excuse me. But after that, that's now down. All the fight for the blue buff, Elyoya will get it in the end. But meanwhile, you can see that you've gotten all versions of Yike tonight. We got the Sejuani game, you know? We got the mixed bag. But here, now as Kalis sends in the Fate's Call, Jojo in the way, the flash forward. No, you're not escaping. Kalis with another kill. And 8-1. KC keep the
threatening of a flank. They have Mirwin on one side. Who's matching Yike?
Shield of Duran used. MKOI getting sandwiched. Kana's in, sets up. Perfect execution in. Look, they're all grouped on up. KC on the charge. Kana finds the Melio. And now with the hero's entrance, Yehu ready to slam it down and shut MKOI up.
Such clean gameplay from Kana, diving into 4 and using his E as an escape tool to get a pick onto Alvaro and get away to safety. Now the soul is on the line. Koi only have 4.
Needlework is now down. MKOI, it's an uphill battle. We talked about Everest. This is going to be the biggest one of the lot. Busio sets up the ulti, lands onto 2, and the fight ensues. Yehu goes golden over the wall, but Kana goes in again. KC must stand for Korean carry because this top laner Kali is out of this world. Finishing off with that, Khalid's going to chase down Mirwin, and MKOI didn't stand a chance, no matter how comfy they are in their home.
Nobody falls on the play. Kana tosses himself in, manages to pick up another kill, and 6.
Kana's impressive, Akali, and the whole team stepping up when it matters most.
And I cannot think of a finer way for KC to move to finals yet again in the start of the year as to beating their rivals. MKOI are down on the ground, 13,500 gold Look at all the turrets left standing. If this was near a 20,000 lead, a 20,000 victory for a Game 5, what a show it would put on for G2 who are watching in the wings. Kana solo on the turret, they can't do anything about it. Caught out is Alvaro. This Emilio pick looked good at the start, but it does nothing now. As an easy Ren with Kaliz just hopping forward. His poise is martial and perfect as KC have a new target. Mirwin caught out, he wanted a flank, but even a Kha'Zix is shredding through the unbeatable Cassante. The all-out use, Mirwin can't even pass Maker as Yike is gonna put him in the dirt as well.
It's just a decimation from KC. You've got everyone tanking every spell under the sun, and it's a tickle. It's nothing to this team.
It's the first BO5 win ever versus MKOI, and it's in the heart of Barcelona. Sending Movistar to their last siesta. Everyone's fallen asleep because LEC versus is done. We've got one more matchup and it begins tomorrow. They will lock in a date with G2 and they will look once again to show us that winter has arrived.